Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the latest episode of the Rich and Turbo Heavy Half Hour. You get me, Rich, here. Find me at FuzzDoomRip on X and all the socials at rich.paiva, doing reviews from Musepedia of Metal and as a Doom Charts contributor. And in the light, I have Turbo. Turbo, what's going on? I can see you today. This is very exciting, Turbo. What's up?
I'm just here for moral support.
Excellent. That sounds great. We're very excited. And when we first started the show, one of the bands that I wanted the most on the show was the band that we have returning to the show. We have Bjørn and Ståle from Kal-El. How are you guys doing?
Doing fine, thank you. Happy New Year, by the way.
Happy New Year to you guys. I brought visual aids because, number one, we have to congratulate you for the fact that this amazing record right here, this is the autographed version, test pressing, I believe. There
You got
are
the signed
another
one.
six different versions of that sitting right under here of your record, Astral Voyager Volume 1. That was number one in the top 100 of the Doom charts. Holy crap, guys. What do you think about that? How awesome is that?
To be honest, it blows me away, man, because, it was 2,157, I think, releases that was kind of scrutinized, and we were the one kind of sailing in on the top. That is pretty awesome. It's an honor, to be sure, and the recognition is taken to heart, tell you that.
Yeah, I kind of, I'm a forever pessimist. So to me,
No
it was
lie, no fucking lie whatsoever.
Yeah, because I'm like, so everything we do is shit. So so nobody will like this, and this is going to be awful, and so I was really pleasantly surprised when I saw that, and it came out of nowhere because none of us were thinking about it at all.
Be honest, we weren't, because there have been so many good releases this year, and for me, I was sure that Howling Giants were gonna go out on top. That was my bet. So I was quite stoked and stunned when I woke up Sunday morning to find that. That was pretty awesome.
There were
Thank you, everybody that voted for us.
There were a ton of really great
too.
records, and that's also why I have this version. I have the post-wax version. There's all sorts of different splatter versions of this running around. So that was 2025. That's over. You guys were number one. It's amazing. That was cool and all. But now we have volume 2 that's dropping. That comes out on March 20th, and also a whole bunch of different amazing color splatter versions.
Can you believe that?
We have 9 versions of. Turbo and I have been lucky enough to hear the new record, and I think we'd have to say congratulations on another, very close to the top charting Doom charts for 2026. I'm the optimist who can say that. I know you guys will be like, shit, it's volume 2. But like, tell us about volume 2, if you don't mind, because like I said, it's, I don't know how you could have followed up volume 1 any better.
Well, it's not I don't know if you say it's a follow. It's just that we didn't have room for all the songs in one go. So we had to divide them into 2. So it's actually just one record in a way. So we had to choose which one was on the. It was all about timing and stuff like that. So it's just a continuous thing from volume 1. It's just that we had limited space on the record to get it a good sound, so we needed to kind of divide it into 2.
I think we kind of touched base on that last time as well, because everything is done in one recording, one session. Well, not one session, but a couple of months. Summertime 2024, and thing is that with Dark Majesty, we kind of did this double album stuff because you kind of get attached to the songs, because when some songs start to go on the cutting floor, it was like, man, I don't want to see that there.
See that one go,
yeah, and everybody has their own baby, and so we spoke to Marco first at Majestic Mountains that, all right, we got enough stuff for a double album. Well, we did that last time. How about volume 1 and 2? Just to do something different. with the short amount of space between the two releases. And he said, yes, that's what we're going to do. So the volume two is pretty much, the volume one and volume two is pretty much down at random where we could put and fit, time wise, the songs into a vinyl record. You just have so and such amount of, minutes. I think it's 42 point something minutes. That's, the max you can do to have a good sound. So, and we had like 85 minutes worth of music that we had to put somewhere. So it's kind of random how the songs kind of came out. We knew we had to put Astral on the first one, just to get the show kind of rolling. And that's about it. The rest is just fucking dice and where fits who and and that stuff.
But we also we are kind of weird when it comes to recording and stuff. If we have made a song, we record it and it's on the record. It's not like, oh, we take this one out and we put this one in. No, if we have 12 songs, all of those 12 songs are going to be released. Because we don't know, right? We made them because we thought they were cool.
Right? There's not
Yeah,
going
we
to be
don't know
like
how people will react to
them. I can see the future. I can say that, oh, we have to take this song off the record because people won't like this. I mean, I like it.
We'll get judged.
We like it.
I think at this point, you're making all the right decisions for the fans. And you mentioned Dark Majesty. Here's that record, that double record that came out, which also Majestic Mountain is doing a new pressing of, which we'll talk about a little bit later on for those of you who might have missed the original press. So we're not going to get a Kal-El B-sides record at some point with all these songs I got left on the cutting room floor, right? The songs you make are the songs that wind up on the records that we're getting, right?
Yeah.
Somewhere. I mean, everything that we recorded so far has been released in some form or shape. Either it's been on B-side on singles, or even the one I did was kind of embraced as a Kal-El, song and thrown out there. So everything that we have recorded has come out somehow. I guess that's kind of a curse and a blessing at the same time because you don't have secrets, and the curse is that you don't have anything to, if something comes down and you need to have something in your back pocket, you don't have fuck all. You have to go in and do it.
Go in the studio and do it. It's not like Prince where he suddenly is going to open up the vaults and there's going to be 30,000 old Prince demos that are out there that they can exploit.
Well, there are some shady demos out there.
We had a couple of like 30% songs, but we just had to say stop and just, okay, now we have these 12. We can't.
Yeah, let's focus.
Yeah, let's focus on these because we can't. If not, we will never go into the studio. And we have like 30 songs, and that will be like a what do you call it, quadruple album or whatever. It's gonna be volume 17. So
we have to restrain ourselves, because I mean that's a blessing, I guess, because the creativity doesn't end, the flow and the gates are open. So whenever we get together and somebody has a riff, 5 minutes later we got blueprint for a song. So we have to, I mean, just the warm-up jam turns out to be a cool riff that we want to work on. So I mean, I guess we're fortunate that way that there's no shortage of ideas. But it's not like we're planning anything just now. We have to digest the two that comes out now, and maybe let's see a few years down the line. It's I'm getting scared now because the two latest records that we did was kind of very well accepted. So doing anything,
you're afraid you're peaking. Is that what you're saying? You're afraid you're
yeah, we don't want to.
You get expectations, tagged at you. So I don't know. I mean, maybe if we just follow this, kind of recipe that we use right now, we can't go wrong. But that's just me saying it. I don't know if it works that way.
I'll tell you that I have a feeling that people are going to feel the same way about this record as they did about the first one. Number one, it was, where you recorded all at the same time, same mindset, same vibe and everything. But just in general, from listening to it, I would put money on that. Turbo, what are your thoughts? I know you've had some time to spend with the new songs.
I was curious if in my mind, I was thinking volume 1 was one story, volume 2 is another story, and it's like altogether it told one complete story, but you're saying it's not like that, it's just you made all these songs and you put them where they fit more so than trying to tell a complete story?
Coincidentally, they fit better that way story-wise as well. That's we didn't plan it for that, but it came out that way. 'Cause you don't pick and choose when it comes down to minutes and seconds. You just got to do what's right for the record to go. And when I saw the lineup of the songs spread around those two records, I was pleased because there was kind of a red thread going through it. So the volume 1 is like the light one, the volume 2 is maybe the darker one, but it ends well, if you know what I mean.
It's funny you mentioned that kind of light and dark when we spoke the first time. I do have a question because I have a little bit of a confusion in the promo I have versus what's on Bandcamp, because the
Right.
promo I have has a different song order. Now, us nerds think that shit matters, right? When you're listening to the whole thing. Like, I don't know if I'm getting the real experience or not of the end to end, given it's digital and things like that. So, Mike, I didn't prepare you for this question, but is the first song supposed to be Juno? Or is the first song so Juno's the first song. I have that. I have the 9, and
It's
then
the
the
Asteroids, the song that's out of
Prophecy.
order.
Asteroids is the song that's out of order. That is correct. I show
Asteroid
that as the
Asteroid's a
last
closure.
song. It's the
Yes, that's a
closure. Okay.
closure.
On Bandcamp, it's incorrect. So just FYI for when you want to take a look at that. Because I thought the flow was great. I thought Asteroid was the perfect closer. But then I think on Bandcamp it has Pan as the closer. But
Oh, oh,
yeah, but
that's not right.
Asteroid works perfectly for that. Um,
Well, there you have it. The release is ruined.
Flip the table over, hit pause on
Everything
this
is
thing.
fucked now.
Yeah.
But I guess I know that the songs were randomly picked, but then when you're looking at this batch, did you have a vision in mind for the running order of those tracks?
Yes. Yeah, you got a pool of minutes that you have to, kind of move around so it fits. So that is that's done purposely. The order it comes in, that's not random. That's carefully curated. So Asteroid was the obvious closure. That was a closure in the studio even when we recorded it, because we felt like, okay, this is a
I think that
good
was the
note
last
to
song
go
we
out
recorded.
on. Sorry?
Wasn't that the last song we recorded? I think so.
Well, that I do not remember, but I remember that we were talking about it while doing it. Like, this will be the
Yeah.
closure on the
Yeah.
full fucking thing. It's the vibe and how what it's all about, and so yeah, both volumes are curated to have a flow in how the songs come out. Because I mean, to us that's pretty important, because I don't know, if you got slow, you got heavy, you got fast, and you got this, you got that. If you know how to mix those around to give the listener a journey, So there's time to breathe and there's time to get excited. Not like a monotone fucking, like a movie, you gotta have a start, middle, and an end. If it's boring, it's boring. You can have the best fucking actors in the world, still boring. Like, you can have the best songs in the world, but if it's in the wrong order, I think it can get boring. Do I make sense at all?
100%. And I
Yep.
think that you guys have done a wonderful job at doing that. I think you guys are experts at that, whether you think so or not. Like the end to end kind of journey, whether it's a concept record or not, you have like a logical beginning, middle, and end to the records that you're doing. And I think that's also part of why people love the songs, but also the full record experience for you guys. in your writing, are you thinking that way too? Are you thinking full story, or these are just the songs that come out and you figure it out
Yeah,
after?
yeah. You can, you record it and then you see what you got, and then you start planning how does it fit at all,
You kind of get a. You
Well,
kind of get.
there lyrics wise, I do have, I maybe I got a few steps ahead of the guys because I know what the words are about. They don't know anything until they get the unmixed product. If they're not in the studio, I show them the text and I say, well, this is that, and well, all right, go do them, and then they can listen, and maybe I don't know, you have to ask Bjørn because I don't know about that, but maybe they want to listen to the words in the song, see if it makes sense then, and just words on the paper maybe it doesn't ring yet the same way as it does with music to it. I don't know. You have to ask Bjørn about it.
Well, I've never been this lyric guy. I'm more of the whole thing guy, So if you have cool vocal lines and everything fits in the song, it becomes one thing. That's more me. Of course, he sends the lyrics to all of us, and we read them, and it's cool. It's space and all of that. But when it comes to how we do the songs in which order and stuff, it's kind of when you're in the studio, when you put layers and layers and layers on the song, you get more of a feeling of, oh, this would be a cool middle part of the album. Well, this would be a great starter, because when you start to build the song, you kind of get more and more feel to it, and it's different when you're in the studio, because in the rehearsal when you make the songs, because it's so much noise that you can't hear all the trinket things that he does on guitar, on bass. But when you get into the studio and you hear, so that's how you play that stuff. Oh, okay, cool. I never heard that before. Well, I've been
Supposed
playing
to be like that.
I've been playing this all the time. Oh, okay, cool. And then I have to change a little bit of the drums because the guitars are not what I thought them to be. And then you get a feel of, okay, so this could be a great second song. So you kind of, as you go along in the studio, you kind of make yourself a little picture of how you think it will be.
And that sounds like Asteroid was one of those songs where you're like, this sounds like a closing.
It kind of stepped out of the speaker straight away. I want to be out. I want to be the last one out.
Since you've heard the song, you can kind of see why it's the end, because it ends really like a ending.
If you see the album art yet?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so then you kind of know where it is. Not to reveal anything else to whomever is going to
spoiler
watch
alert,
this.
but yeah.
Go
ahead, Turbo.
So when you say you make everything and you use everything that you make, when it comes down to creating the time that you need, so aren't you having to cut these songs off somewhat? Like, say you've got a song on there that's 7 minutes and 32 seconds. Did you record it that way, or did you have a whole song and then you had to cut it down? And then if so, then does that mean we can get extended plays from some of these songs?
Mixes.
It has happened, but I don't think we did that on this record. But on older records, we had to, I mean, at one point, the song "Dark Majesty" was 15 fucking minutes long.
We cut the after second chorus. We cut.
Wasn't there a long ending on that one?
Yeah, it was a different ending, but we cut a small piece out of it because it was dragging a little bit too long before something happened. And
that's what he says.
That was not because of time that we thought the song was too long. It was just that we felt
it didn't fit.
It took too much time before something happened. So
it wasn't that kind of a song, really. To have a long 5-minute drone fucking riff going between the guitar solo and nothing else. It didn't fit in. It was like somebody forgot to turn off the recording something here, so we just shortened it down
But
to
on
make
this,
this, the song more interesting. I think we're more about that, to make the song. If it's a long song, it has to have something going on all the time, so the listener won't get bored. I think that's the biggest scare that we have, is that people listening to it's going to get bored. I think
but the thing
maybe
on
it's
this, oh sorry,
yeah.
so on
No,
this
go on.
record, or the volume 2, we actually added time to one of the songs.
Oh.
So we added an extra chorus.
Yeah, right.
And a little bit of a kind of a, I don't know what you call it, like a interlude thing, like a, yeah.
Is this
So
to the 9?
no,
No?
no,
All right.
is the prophecy.
Which
Yeah,
I was going to say,
Yeah.
so on your first volume, there was a song that I think made a lot of people's songs of the year list. Do you know which one that is? Do you know which one I would call out on volume 1 that people would say like one of their?
I think it's the
No,
Astral.
I don't know.
It's Void Cleaner.
Astral?
People love
Void Cleaner.
I think that would be a lot of people's favorite song on that record.
Wow.
Which is kind of cool also, because you could do like this full end-to-end record, but then also have like the individual songs that people would call out. My song on this record is The Prophecy. I freaking love The Prophecy. Can you tell us a little bit about that one?
Yeah, you want to hear the story behind it?
Please. Yes.
All right. A few years ago, me and Bjørn was sharing a hotel room in Stockholm, and we've just done a gig with Truck Fighters. On the way back to the hotel, we bought all the beer the liquor store had, because that's what you got to do when you have a 5 o'clock flight the day after. You don't sleep, you do stupid
power
stuff.
through. Yeah.
So we're sitting there, half naked in each bed, drinking whatever we had in front of
Well,
us.
thank God you said each bed.
Yeah. And I told him that, look, I got something that I don't think is going to fit for the band, but I'm going to show it to you anyway. So I put out this really stupid lyric. I will not go into the details on that, but I said, this is my kind of, what it's called. Anyway, put this lyric down and I started to hum how it was supposed to go. I didn't know.
You didn't hum.
I sang the words out
really loud.
But anyway, he recorded it, at some point in the space, he came and said that, well, listen to this. I want a song with this. And Duffy just started to play what I was singing, and boom, there it was. So that was made Drunk as Fuck in Stockholm.
Right. Love that story. It's such a
over
great
an experiment.
song.
Yeah, experiment was the word I was looking for, because I told him that I got an experiment that I want to do, and this is the lyric sheet for it. Really, really bad, but I apparently I sang the song out loud as well. We didn't use that lyric.
Maybe in the alternate version you will, but I
can't even remember.
I love that song. I think it's I think people are going to be blown away by that one. It's not one of the singles. But people are going to be pumped when they hear that one, because it's just killer. And also it's pretty cool that you guys can come up with things just like that. Like, not in like a writing session, or you're just kind of hanging out and you can share ideas, whether you think they're crazy or whether they're, some of the ones that you would normally come up with. And then a song like The Prophecy comes out of that. That's pretty cool.
Guess you can thank him for putting on the pressing the record button, because if not, there maybe wouldn't have been anything coming out of it,
because we wouldn't have remembered anything. But
no, sure as hell wouldn't have. Oh man, that was a steep one, to say the least.
So I want to talk about, so you guys were in, and I'm kicking myself because I wasn't able to come see you guys, but you guys did a US tour recently.
Yes.
And because if you were, I would have been screaming for songs from my favorite record. So I'm just showing off at this point.
Yeah.
But how did that go? How was the US tour? How was the reaction? And I know a lot of bands that you guys that I know of that went to go see you or open for you. They had such great things to say about the show. But how was your overall tour experience in the US?
It was fantastic. You know, um, a lot of driving. My God.
Huh.
It's, yeah, it's insane. But you know, the way people greeted us and how they treated us was fantastic, and it was just a fantastic tour. Um, and people are so cool. I mean, I can't express that enough. It was great.
Because we didn't really know what to expect. I mean,
No,
we're kind of just, what a leap of faith. Is that what it's
we
called?
ran out of merch at day 4.
Wow.
Wow.
I would have been pissed if I went to the show. Then I would have been mad.
What the
Yeah,
hell am I gonna do now?
because as I
So
said, we didn't know what to expect, so we just went over, and Amos Rifkin at Heavy Talent had booked the tour, and I asked him, so how is it going? Is tickets going or what? He says, well, people are not complaining, so that's a good sign. And we came over, and I mean, people came out whatever day in the week it was. Obviously, the weekends were more packed than weekdays, but every place we went were a lot of people coming out to see us. And you know, we are just 5 ordinary kids from Stavanger coming over there and being treated like fucking Metallica. I'm never gonna get used to that. People crying for taking a selfie, signing autographs, all kind of stupid stuff. I
but the
gave a
cool thing
kid my
is,
wristbands after a show, and I mean, he was over the moon. I was like, if I can do that to please people, I'll do it any day. But I'm not gonna get used to it at all. Um, I'm I'm just a normal guy, and I'm
it's
humble
kind
as
it's kind
hell when
of
it comes to that.
it's kind of humbling when people have, you know, had a 9-hour drive to see you. It's kind of okay. I better step up right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You gotta, you gotta,
Yeah,
you gotta pull your weight, man. So
not that I don't do it when you're 5 minutes away, but you know, nine
he's
hours
he is
drive
complaining for a 5-hour drive, but these guys were
to
like,
see a middle-aged balding dude play drums. I mean, it's
You guys are so humbly underestimate what your band means to people over here because you are a lot of people in the music that we listen to's favorite band, or right up there with their favorite bands. And
thank you,
it's an event to see you guys in the States, right? It's like it's a rarity. With some, I got to see Truck Fighters
like a sideshow
recently.
kind of thing.
Well, yeah, it's like a big circus that you guys come, like the freak show. No, it's like a real, it's some people's Metallica, like you say that, but it is some people, like, that's how the level of love for the band that it exists here. Do you
It's
have
amazing. It's really
are
amazing.
there songs that you get asked to play? Are are there songs that you constantly get yelled at by the crowd that
Well,
people want
there
to
is a
see?
few. Yeah, I mean, I think Spiral was one that came
yeah.
pretty often, but this was uh, this was an Astral kind of promo tour, so we had to pull, and you only have 60 minutes, and that's a full, pretty much full record with some extras. So I think we pretty much played the full record every night, plus a few other songs. We mixed a little bit, but we didn't have a fixed set like that. But I think we had like 4 or 5 songs we could put on if need
Yeah,
be.
and we made a medley.
Yeah, we put a few oldies together to cram them down so we could, you know, I mean, when you got 8, 9 fucking minute songs, there's just so much amount of
And a lot of them.
material you can.
And a
Yeah.
lot of them, yeah.
There's a lot of 8 to 9 minute songs on a lot of albums that you guys have, and you
Well,
play
give us
with
2 fucking hours and we'll do it.
exactly. Nobody would have complained about that. They would have been perfectly fine with 2 hours.
Motors would probably have something to say about that.
You
You.
would have complained about it. You
Yeah,
guys
it
play
was.
with Amos's band Insomniac, right? On
Yes,
a few of those? Yeah.
they was
Kill
with
it.
us with
Those guys are great.
all the tour. Great fucking bunch of guys, man. I mean, they're so down to earth, like you say we are. I mean, we could talk about anything. We met their families on the road. They came into different shows and everything. I mean, fantastic guys, and I hope that we can see them again when we come back. Because yeah, we're coming back.
Oh, all right. So that was gonna be a question I had, but before I get to that, I wanna talk about things like what Majestic Mountain is doing for you guys around, like, represses of things like this, for example. This beautiful little piece of vinyl that, our friends at Majestic Mountain are repressing. Well, that one's not being repressed, but you are doing a Dark Majesty repress, right? That's coming.
Yes.
I think there are some other ones that might be coming that maybe I jumped on before anybody else did, and they sold out. But are you doing like a full repress kind of thing, or is it just like Marco finds something that he thinks we can push another 300 colors out and get that done? Or how does that happen?
Well, to be honest, he works a lot to have different copies out there for different dude. You know, this guy likes this kind of vinyl. This guy like this kind of vinyl. Another guy wants them all. I think maybe we try to keep up with everything that happens, but uh, I think we knew that Dark Majesty at some point would be reissued, but it kind of there it is, right on. Um, we can't pay attention to everything that's going on now. Now we got 2 labels as well. I mean, Jad got his stuff going on. Marco got his stuff going on. So there's a lot of things happening that we don't. I guess we get the information, but it's so much information at times that not everything sticks.
Speaking of Jad, this is the Blues Funeral version of Volume 1 that came with the post-wax subscription. Alternate cover, amazing vinyl. So anybody who hasn't or loves vinyl,
Yeah,
sign
you
up for
got
the Blues
some.
Funeral.
You got mug
It's
shots as well inside.
yeah, it's the packaging that Jad is doing on the post-wax records are amazing, and Volume 2 is going to be one of those. I hope I'm not spoiling anything. I'm sure people are assuming that it would be part of it, but
What I
um,
like about what Marco and Jad are doing is that it's high quality vinyl. You can
Sure.
you can feel the quality when you're holding it, and that's important because you pay a lot of money for those discs, and you should feel that you paid for something that kind of has some value. And yeah, so I really like the way they do it, and there's nothing they don't take
They
shortcuts
don't
or
cut corners.
no. So it's really cool. A little bit more expensive though, but I mean, you get quality
yeah,
products.
it's worth it. It's
Yeah,
Hopefully, quality
for
music as well
yeah,
on it.
yeah, it's not just a pretty disc. The music on there is amazing too. And I wanted to just briefly touch upon, now you guys have been around for a while now. But yeah, we've actually
Yeah,
talked
we're
to
getting
other,
old.
um, we all are. But we've talked to other Norwegian bands as well. We talked to a band called Zebulon who
Oh,
called
right.
you guys out as like, people in the scene who they look at as a band that's been around and is successful. And I mean, I don't want to say mentors because those guys have been around in various bands doing their things also, and I love their new record. But like, do you
The new kids on the
feel
block.
do you feel like that elder statesman kind of vibe in Norway of a band who's been around and has
Are you
whatever?
looking at me asking that question?
But I
I
think
mean,
it's kind of a cool thing though, right? It's
yeah, absolutely. And those guys have been around in in the shadows for a couple of years now, and they've been hanging out. When we've done a show at home, they have been there, asking when can we do the support. And now, I think it was just before Christmas. No, that was the final date on the tour, we play that at home here in Stavanger, and they did the support. Good guys, good music, and they're local, so of course we cheer for them. Hope they really get something going for them. And I don't know about that, the mentoring stuff. We just do what we do, and if people think that's cool and they want to replicate it, fucking do it, man. I mean, we've done it, so maybe these guys can find something useful in what we do. The only thing that I want to say, don't be fucking quiet. Go up there and scream your fucking head off, rooftop after rooftop. I'm here. Listen, that's how you got to do it. If you're quiet, nobody gonna go knock on your door and ask you to come out. You got to tell everybody you're here.
I think the accessibility that you guys provide to talk to those bands, like the feedback of even the bands in the US that I talked to my buddy Jay, who's in a band called Holy Roller, who I think got to meet you guys. And just like the feedback of how cool you guys were to interact with and talk to, I think just kind of puts you in that position of just a band to kind of look up to. And that might sound crazy to you guys, but
Well,
it
you
seems
got
to
to
be the
remember,
feedback that I get.
we're fans too. We like music, and even if we have the word success tagged in our forehead right now, doesn't mean that we don't like anything else. I mean, I could list up a lot. I'm in a Kind t-shirt right now. That's
Excellent
one of
band.
my biggest discoveries last year. I knew about Riggs. I knew about, Sasquatch, and I knew that he was singing a long time ago in Roadsaw, but I didn't know that he had his own band called Kind. And those guys were supporting us in Boston. I mean, Jesus Christ, that's a legacy band. You got Black Pyramid guitar player, you got the drummer from Elder, and you got this dude on bass. I don't know who he was, but that was really little. That was a guy that really knew how to play the bass, man. And you got Riggs on with his voice is absolutely fantastic. So that was one of my biggest discoveries last year. I think I could probably say they've been around for a while apparently, but I didn't know until last year that were that good, and see them live as well. Absolutely amazing.
It's interesting you say that. I'm wearing a shirt of a band called Florist, who I've been screaming about. They're one of my favorite bands, and I told them that I would tell you guys what's up because they're really digging what you guys are doing, and I think you guys are a pretty big influence on their sound. It's kind of spacey, kind of big, kind of. I would check their new record out. It's called Adrift, and they'll be happy that I mention it to you guys because they just keep telling me how much they've been spending listening to your
I'm
stuff.
always looking for new music to listen to, so anything
Check
that
out
I can
that.
get.
I think you guys would really, really dig it, and let me know what you think, because I think you guys are kind of kindred spirits. Turbo, what else you got for the guys as we've already kept them longer than we promised?
I had a kind of a stupid question and then a real
Clowns.
question. I've always been curious because I know that in Europe, a lot of places they speak English, but that's more of like a second language for you, right?
Yeah.
Is it harder to write in that instead of writing in your natural language? Is it more difficult to convey your message, do you feel?
I guess for me, it would be easier to write it in English because that's all the word, the sci-fi words are already there, so you can pick and choose. Um, I write some stories in Norwegian and I convert them to English afterwards to make lyrics out of them. But I don't know. I never really thought about if it's different. Maybe the wording to get better words, uh, maybe a well-spoken English native with, that's his first language, would pick my songs to pieces as bad written grammar and language and whatever, because I know the words I know is the ones that I know. Um, so maybe that could be better. I don't know, but I never thought about that being more difficult than maybe it's even more difficult in Norwegian because it's more naked, if you know what I'm saying. They mean a lot more of those words.
It
I don't
doesn't. It
know.
doesn't It doesn't bounce as easy in Norwegian that it does in English.
Well, especially not in my dialect.
Yeah, yeah. So, but also when it comes to, if it's hard or easy, it's just in me and Ståle's kind of work, we speak English every day at work. So
Yeah.
it's kind of, it's rarely I speak Norwegian at work because it's only English, everything. So, but
Yeah,
Turbo, that
because
wasn't. I was gonna say, Turbo, that wasn't your stupid question, right? Because that was a really good question. I
yeah,
think you underestimated how good
there are
that
no
question
stupid
was.
questions.
only stupid
No,
answers.
you haven't talked to me long enough.
Try
All right.
again.
And the other one was more about how your visuals are. I love the videos for Juno and Juggernaut. Have you worked? Did they do stuff for the first one too, or the animation
That
and everything?
this is the first time we work with that guy. I think it was Bjørn that got approached, reached out to on I don't know where it was, but he sent me this link from a guy called Drain Hope and said he makes videos. It's a bit pricey, but it's what we can afford right now. And we talked about
Price is relative. So for what we got, it
yeah,
was pricey at all.
the price was suitable for the wallet that we had at the time, so that's why we went for it. The fact that he understood where we're coming from and where we wanted to go, and we said explicitly to him that do not whatever you do, don't fucking just punch all this shit into an AI model and get something out on the other side. He says, I'm using AI, but I'm making everything piece by piece. There's nothing here that you will find anywhere else. So, I mean, I guess animation today is how it works now. I don't know. But it has not, what is it? It hasn't stolen it from somewhere else and put it in our video. It's handmade for this. It's AI, yes, but that's how they animate stuff this today, I guess.
Yeah, it's not like you're throwing it in a chat GPT and some random videos coming up, right? This is you have to
Yeah,
leverage
because
some of those tools to do what you're going to do these days, right?
we were
Right.
a bit upset by the visualizer for Cloudwalker. We didn't like that because it was that obviously some gel fucking AI footage they were using, but it was a visual. It was just to have something in the background instead of a black screen with a cover on it, which I think at some point maybe would have been just as cool. I don't know, but that's what they did. We don't we don't we can't say yes or no to everything anymore. There is people making these calls for us now, either if we like it or not.
Well, you can tell them afterwards, but I think the videos, and AI is such a weird hot button topic. Not weird, but it's just like it can be such a positive, it can be such a negative. People get completely crazy about it. People spend time saying, "Is this AI? Is this not?" I think everyone knows that what you guys are doing, and I don't think anybody is gonna say, "Oh shit, there's AI in that video that Kal-El did," because it's freaking awesome. Like the animation is killer, and
Yeah,
it goes
we
exactly
paid
what you guys are doing.
we paid an artist to come up with a concept for the videos, and that's what he did. I mean, how he solves that problem, I don't think that we can judge him for. I mean, AI can be toxic in certain different, I know, I understand what they coming from. If AI is taking an artist's work, then it's not good. But if an artist is getting paid to use AI for making his art, I guess it's okay then. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
as long as
it's a
the
tool.
artists are good, as long as you guys are good with what was created, right? And go ahead, Turbo. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, it's a tool, as long as that person's using the tool in the right way. It's kind of the same way when I was in graphic design, when Adobe first came out with Photoshop and Illustrator and all those. It's so a lot of people were negative towards those because it's not the real way. That's not the way you're supposed to do it. But they were helpful tools. If you did used them right, then that was okay. But some people would use them as cheats or make cheap stuff, make stuff quick and easy, but not really good. I see that same thing as AI. You have a tool that's ability to compliment what you're doing, but there's a lot of lazy people out there just typing stuff in.
Yeah.
That
I
is
guess.
Well,
very true.
the Juggernaut video was just me and my iPhone filming each band member in the rehearsal room, just with an iPhone, and just put it on record and just play along with the song, and then
Just do your stuff.
do your stuff, and then I said it. There was nothing, and then he took that and he put a lot of filters and did whatever he did with this AI thing and made us look cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it worked out.
Yeah.
So
really well.
I have to ask
Thank you.
because you
We're
guys
pretty stoked about it too. You have to
you
admit that.
teased it, so I'm gonna ask it. You said coming back to America at some point. What can you tell us now? And when are you going to tell me that there's a Florida show so I can
There's
actually get to see you guys play?
we played fucking Florida last time.
When? No, you didn't. You didn't play Florida last. You played Atlanta, Georgia last time, which is
Oh
close,
no,
but not quite.
we played in Florida. In what was that place? You know,
That was the
with
Crazy Kids.
yeah, that was Florida.
Yeah, I think so.
I can't remember what town that was.
You might have been on the all the way on the West Coast, on like Anyway, are you coming to Florida again? It wasn't anywhere
Well,
like within 12 hours if I could drive to. So
sorry, no, we're not coming back on that side this
They have
time.
planes, Rich. You can
know,
fly a
right?
plane somewhere.
It's not like a secret because I mean Ripplefest has already said that
Yeah,
we're going to play
sure.
Ripples. We're going to start at Ripple in Texas, and we're going to do the West Coast in October. Yeah, September, October it is this time. All the dates will be revealed as time come closer, but it will be pretty much the same duration on the tour, 3 weeks on the road, and there'll be a lot of opportunities to come in and see us. If you're at Ripple, I guess maybe you are, because that's one of the places I guess people are hanging out this summer. Come up and say hello.
Love it.
Both
Guys,
of you.
I would we'll see. I would love to be there. We'll see how it all works out. We'll see how it all works out.
Just saying.
I know. Lots of people are just saying too, and I think I need to make this happen. But guys, number one, congratulations on again being number one on the Doom charts for Volume 1.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Congratulations, number 2, on your new record, Astral Voyager Volume 2. That comes out on March 20th.
Yeah.
You can get it via Blues Funeral here in the US. You can get it on Majestic Mountain pretty much anywhere else. You can get it as part of the Post-Wax subscription service here in the US, a very cool, fancy version. You can go get new pressings from Marco at Majestic Mountain of some of the old Kal-El records. Love you guys. Thank you so much again for being on the show. And
thank you for having us.
Thank you so much
for having us.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
You too, man.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
See you next time.
Bye.